Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
Oh, that child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job, but this time he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie. What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing. Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him. Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. My archive. I can always consult with it. WarZone documents our adventures in here. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
So that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
My mother, sir. She died when I...
I'm sorry, Tom. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst is... Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. George Hurst's work was varied. Old clothes, soiled and worn. too dark. I can't see anything. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
Please, sir, find my father. I hope you'll find my father soon. I hope you'll find my father soon.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. The old Tabard pub. The old Tabard pub, North.
Думаешь, норм?
It's too dark. It's too...
Хрена же нету. А, ты играл где? Походу нам надо куда-то в бар идти сейчас. Ой, чё, зарядку не включил. Чё, опять тек? В Ассасине такое даже есть. Так, чё тут? Блин, как будто я что-то не рассмотрел до конца.
North Street.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Это явно не папа. Вот, в этом баре, походу, он был.
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right
Да
now.
ну, ты чё? Что тут вот еще не осмотрели, я не понимаю. Все вроде.
I hope you'll find my father soon. Please, sir. Please, sir, find my father.
So that's why you came to...
Серьезно? Это было надо забрать? А, вот. Походу,
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Видишь?
Father bought all those
В
books for
квартире
me.
лампочек нету.
He didn't tell
Всё
me,
понял.
but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Мы же взяли сейчас с тобой лампу. Применение восковая лампа. Сейчас, походу, мы залезем туда. Там будет применение лампы. Во! Шла движуха.
A leather satchel, what's in it?
Привет, привет, Джош. Я знаю, тебе трудно найти работу, и я нужен деньги найти твою одежду для сына, поэтому прикрепляю лицо к одного папы, я слышал. Ну так, блядь. Я ж туда уже ходил. Я не хочу пить, я не хочу пить. Где-то знак ходит. Где-то Лукашка, а вот.
Bar check changes, dirt and beggars everywhere.
I couldn't pay my rent last month.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
Где-то листовка. О, нихера. Йоу. Джеки, Джеки, Джеки. Так, где это папа? Магазин. Шоп. О, алкаш лежит. Так.
What to do with his uncle, sailor?
Чувизюба, чуджу. Блин, а где бар находится? Что, Винтер, давай свой. дедуктивный. Да поиграем в Assassin. Живой. То есть ты мне подскажешь, где находится паб? Завтра поставлю скачиваться. Эй, алкаш, где пап? Ну вот, алкаши стоят. Пап-то где? Синяя болото, где пап? Ёп. Они вот здесь сидят.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
Чисто в этом доме все бухают. Шоп. Да я же нашел, пап. Я что заходил, он сказал, не хочу пить. Сейчас вообще потерялся. Короче, вот так вот делать. А, все, догнал. Она сюда переместится. Прямо отсюда начинали. Морскит. Так, вот я ходил. Типа не закрыто. Вон алкаш лежит там. Мой алкаш сыщик. От бар.
I don't feel thirsty right now.
Да серьезно, что ли? Подумать, что-то в доме еще не нашли. Не-а, только дверь сидится. В доме что-то еще, короче. Все, он пытается. Да. Хлеб я смотрел, это смотрел. Стол смотрел. Я что-то
The roof
смотрел
leaks
вроде
all the
уже.
time. Father used to fix it.
Вот, в этот паб мы ходили.
The old Tabard pub, North Street.
Серьезно, блять, надо было на нее нажать. Так, это мы на другую сторону пошли. Че тебе-то влом думать? А? Что на даче делал?
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
I don't open the door to strangers.
Ой, я уже горю от этой игры.
Please, sir,
Все
find
показывает,
my
что пацан,
father.
вот это что-то надо с ним взаимодействовать.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George
Father bought.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. The old glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Пиздец.
The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
Ну
My
и
father's a
тупость.
regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need to earwig to find out.
No gods, no masters.
Это самая новая, которая?
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
No gods, no masters.
Это же бухает. Борода бакенбарды.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Опа, спиздил, сука, еще и выкинул.
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
Дорсет, дом 5. Приписнуть? Дорсен стрит, дом 5. Здорово, Бергем.
You see that gentleman?
Щегол, давай за
I need
ним
you to
следи.
follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Другим дал лайки, прожит у нас оказывается. Где? Куда он убежал? Как же хреново тут теряется камера. Куда это чучело убежало?
Don't lose him.
Да, не потеряю. Он вроде сюда ушел. Налево. Вот.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Pumpkin! Cabbage!
И в жопу. Не успел.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
По-моему, что малой натворил?
To their dogs.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Опа, да. Без палева, да, на глазах. Вообще без палева.
Stupid kid.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
What are you waiting for? Take a brush and get in there.
Who do we have here? Get him!
Понял. А как мне их обойти, да? Блять. А через дом, наверное, можно будет пройти.
Stop crying and get to work.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stop crying and get to work.
Please, you don't have to be...
Go on then.
Нихера движуха. Крыса какая-то.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Винтер ушел. Вот это вот ассасин. Не то, что ты играешь.
Whoa.
О.
Whoa.
Давай, малой, быстрее. И вторая. Ну давай, иди, что ты встал?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Чай, Ибрагим, ты.
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Здорово, старая. И до тебя. Ну, беги. Тише, тише. Бля, этот мужик реально какой-то идиот.
Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes. This could be useful with a small brush.
Маленькая щетка идет на глуталин. Работаем. О, теперь тряпочкой.
What are you doing? I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
Все, братик. Чё ты все? Опа, псина сейчас будет съесть. То есть тот черт ищет работу.
He's talking with a cabbie.
А, нет, это
I need
не
to get
этого.
closer.
Даже бабок я не забыл.
Damn! I need to find another one.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
lose him now.
Запрыгнуть на
I've
тележку.
lost him.
В смысле, ты его потерял, придурок?
I can't lose him now.
Ну так беги.
I've lost him.
Ёптать. Я читал, конечно, про эту игру, что тут глюк есть.
I can't lose him now.
Сразу побежал. Исповедь жертвы. Ну чё, Винтер, будешь исповедоваться?
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Пойдем посмотрим. Что там во дворе? Закрыто. По-любому какое-нибудь казино. За зиму 3 топора.
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter.
Понял. Сюда-то он запрыгнуть еще может?
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one... Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you mean?
Блин, зачем я нажал на мышку? Изучить рисунок, который принес пиздюк.
Wiggins did a good job. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's not the one I... That's not... That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Здорово, Сергей.
That's not the one I...
Я рисунок смотрел. Давай, Винтер.
That's not the one I need. That's not the... That's not the one That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
О. А, так это вот. Герб семьи Марш. Да, семья является родственницей. Mansbury Road, the 3.
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast? You'll be staying wherever we put you.
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Я, Сергей, не понял вопрос. Ты предлагаешь совместно что-то поиграть или
It's
что?
wonderful to have Kate home.
Ну. Пешком, что ли, туда идти? У меня есть PUBG.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Я хочу начать играть в Borderlands 3.
She has grown up, hasn't she?
Я его купил, он сейчас
Don't
со
you think it's
скидкой.
time to
Хороший идет.
to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never.
Сейчас я тебе перечислю, что у меня есть. Сейчас, секунду. Короче, смотри. У меня есть Borderlands 3, Strange Brigade, Holmes, No Runner, Serious M, PUBG Lite, PUBG, GTA-шка, Тарков, что-то где-то еще. Какие-то игры, помню, есть.
Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Ну, в принципе, сейчас с мышкой подружился, я могу тебя защищать в Таркове.
Let's get inside.
Идем внутрь.
Come in, please.
Открывай.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord
Чё у него
Marsh.
с глазами?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
У него так явно конъюнктивит. Как себя чувствует? Дальше смотреть. Что тут? Дальше выбрал. Вперед. Доброе кольцо состоятельное. Но ногти, блядь, все грязные. Сука. Что бумажник? Это врач. Да. Ну, что, Серга, ты выбрал?
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already. And what is this supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associated...
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might...
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But all...
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Bags full of food.
Такой без палева пошел сразу по хате гулять. Так, вверх не подняться, да?
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Mark. A provision it's extremely honourable to Last year 3 orphans. Last year thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education Lord Marsh, hunting with his...
Ah, my dear, if it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Васан, уйди, провязай тебе желтая точка.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these...
Despite my title, yes, I have to Is there something... I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help. Is there something else that interests you? I'm gratified by...
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Locked. It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. Last year 3... Lord Marsh. Last year 3...
Ну, их никак же не взять.
Is there something else that interests you?
Last year...
Чё тут еще надо сделать?
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Понял. Нет, нельзя менять персонажа. Почему стол у меня все мигает? нахрен так все торможено это сделано?
I've never heard of this man. 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 John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Пока, бродяжка.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Что спросить еще надо было?
Despite my title, yes. I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help. Is there something else that interests you?
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
I won't disturb Lord Marsh without a reason.
Пойдем к парню тогда. Паренек, паренек. Опа, ты водку нашел?
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. A ramrod to clean a rod. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. This oil can also be used on weapon. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
Please, sir, find my father.
Все, что смотрел ее. А, понял. Нет, пусто все. Пусто. Где он прятал ружье, интересно? Так я же смотрел эту коробку.
Please, sir, find my father.
A ramrod to clean a rifle. This oil can also be used on weapons. This oil can also be used on weapons. Just some old things. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil and we'll find that rifle.
Toby, апельсин. Где эта псина? Тоби, пойдем.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
Ты что, уже выспался, типа? Ты ушел, а я тебе тут подругу, короче, нашел. Прям в игре, прикинь. Которую ты бы мог под себя воспитать. Дочка Ватсона.
Search, Toby, search.
Бля, серьезно, за собаку. Да хуеть, собаки двери открывают. За музычку бан, наверное, прилетит. Наверное, по дороге пойдем. Хороший пятик.
People use this cellar for storage. Pile of rubbish. Ordinary storage. Tom's photograph.
Ребенок.
Let's try to get inside.
Пацанчик. Где ты, батька? Усатый скорпион. Ёптать. Пошла, короче, жара.
There's no space. There's no space for this lockpick.
Как его брать? Брать. Смотрите.
Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Есть.
This man appears in both documents.
Томас Келли. Танера нету. Патрик.
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hearst's files.
Бла-бла-бла, ла-ла-ла. Хрень, короче.
News clippings on lords in the education program. Why are they here?
О, это склад ума или чё как? Да, есть шанс. Я не понимаю, что делать надо. Статья в газете. А, понял. Особенно работа. Это в клубе найдет. Херня какая-то.
A map of Epping Forest.
Вот тут дверь открылась.
This case must have been full of cartridges. Just rubbish. Old thing. Just some old things. Nothing that could interest me. It's not here.
Понял, тут где-то ружье должно быть спрятано, значит.
Old thing. Ordinary storage.
Ну где-то тут.
There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
Сюда он нас зовет. Что-то не хватает. Пробраться в дом Марша.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
Вряд ли через главный вход можно зайти.
The window is firmly shut.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. I can hide here. I can hide here.
Что с этой книгой сделать можно? Нормальное решение.
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears...
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Ну чё, начнем мучиться?
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Эту карту к этому письму легко найдете в нужном месте. Короче, это надо в доме сейчас искать будет.
I'd suggest... Oh, he's busy poking his nose into a...
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery...
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Да он блекакать хочет, судя по глазам. Винтер, ты тут еще? Винтер.
Holmes, come here. This is serious.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about... My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough... Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. I need a pipette. This chemical should be applied third. This chemical should be applied second.
По очереди. Улик. Хлоп. Я тебе только вспоминал.
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. A mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill.
Я подумал, что ты на каких-то тёлок смотришь, которые играют на
Holmes, this is no
пианино,
longer a
вместо чем
laughing matter.
посмотреть мой
It is
стрим,
just
да?
as I feared. Lord Marsh is
Ещё
suffering from
просишь
tuberculosis.
ассасина.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, He will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbor lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes. It's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
This is so romantic. It is thrilling. I can't wait to tell all my friends about this. This is so romantic. I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
A map of London and its surroundings. A map of London and its surroundings.
Так, что нам надо? Нам надо вот это искать в архивах. Олень и карту. Армейский значок.
That's not the one I need. That's not the... That's not the one I need. That's not the one...
Блять, так и знал, что это херня.
Here it is.
Ах, сходи это. Поддергай. Змею приглуши.
That's not the one I... That's not the one I... That's not the...
Не тут, я думаю, нам карту надо это искать. Так, а что тебе на массаже-то делают? Дрочит у тебя там, что ли? Давай, рассказывай. Так, что проверить там? Проверить дуб. Вот мне почему-то кажется, что это карту надо смотреть.
A map of London.
Искать в архиве. На карте для Рордоваша отмечен дуб Ганс. Архив.
That's not the... That's not... That's not the... That's... That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Короче. Давай, ладно, идем. Вот в газетах так вообще впадло все это рыскать. Стрельба, взрыв, вот все это сдается. Сейчас тебя доступно. Может быть.
That's not the one I need.
Блин, неужели тут все так банально это в ботанике находится? Блять.
Here it is.
Я думал,
Cranston's
в
Oak is in
газетах там
Epping Forest.
что-нибудь
That's
писали
the
про
place
этот дом.
indicated on George Hurst's map.
Теперь, наверное, к карте надо идти, да?
Let's try to find the place from the
Пошел
hand-drawn map.
все-таки придушить, да? Дьявола. Так. Кростон Арк. Грансон. Через G.
Here it is.
А то?
Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Oh, Kate, I know what you're like. You'll terrify him. He won't dare to come back here again.
Is that what you think? I love it.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
А, это заставка и была, когда он убегал.
Let's see how long you can stay alive. Where is he? You won't get far.
Ну бегишь ты. Да я ж успел.
Run, little rabbit, run!
Да зачем ты за укрытие прячешься?
Is that your blood in the snow? I saw something. Here you are!
Под дерево не залезь.
Let's see how long you can stay alive. Where is he? long you can stay alive. Where have you gone?
Понял, еще насрать на его пули тогда.
Run, little rabbit, run! You won't get far.
Привет, Владик. Спать не пора?
Where have you gone?
Я ж тебе вчера написал. Call of Duty Mobile, пожалуйста. И спать иди уже. И лайк не забудь нажать. Понял?
He was poor. This man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
Find him, boys. Find him.
бежать будет. Да вот как? Читер вонючий. Ну ты что делать будешь?
God, it's Lord Harrington's body. He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
Утки, тряпки.
I can hide here. I can hide here.
Ясно, приключения сейчас нас ждут.
This will help to dress my wound. The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord... Someone's coming, I better hide.
Я не успел спрятаться. Круто.
Someone's coming, I better hide.
Щелочка. Стандартная.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you, festering wretch.
meet your maker.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here. Although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.
Что-то принимаем.
Yes! Well done, Watson.
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
Окей, Рубин. Пойдем, Ватсон.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Понял. Здесь явно нету шмоток. Где гардероб-то? Вот. Ну чё, в чем идем? Вот это вообще огонь. Опа, вот эта кепочка. Давай, лучка. Не, как лохи. О. Ну чё ж, дело нормально все. Подходите, увидите. Пойдем, лепила.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really.
Mayan Kiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
Что такое? Регистрация? А, пожрать.
This'll keep Watson happy.
Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
Ага, давай, черныш.
I lost to the quarterfinals, but the green was worse.
Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Да, готов.
Yes, let's start the final.
А, в шарики будем играть. Понял. Что тут надо? Вот дальше. Ну, типа не за линию, да? Найс. Давай, черныш, покажи, на что ты способен. Эх, слабенький. Чудо. Мало закрутил. Черныш да сейчас выиграет. Прям по центру. Ай, сильно. Так-то. Ну чё, чем ты меня удивишь, бородатый? Ай, сильно. Давай, чередуш, промахнись и все, закончим. Красавчик. А, так я и в первом раунде выиграл. Найс. Давай заблокируем тебя. Давай, черныш. Короче, ладно.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you there.
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a...
Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Давай, пока, братик. Седьмое окружение, следующий день финала.
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
А я могу, если сюда перемещусь, быстренько перемотать время?
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh!
Caitlin, come on.
Так, чё у неё? Лямба. Чё они с руками? Блин, Винтер, для тебя реально.
You know, Father.
Your daughter is
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked.
Indeed.
She's so creative, and that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she...
What a poor choice of instruments. I hate the piano. I'd rather her not.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
Так, что, переодеваться опять в этот клуб на награждение?
Statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
A mere inspector? Phew.
And
Lestrade, are you...
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home.
Really? And to think
I know, Holmes.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really?
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah.
What do you make of the...
He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we... Oh, take a look for yourself.
The statue of... The surface is damaged. The iron mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. This spear came from the statue. The case is... The case... Tissot watch. Swiss. This watch... Zachariah. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. Money was left inside the wallet.
Значит, не грабеж.
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. All valuables were left on the...
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Pieces from the... A piece of the statue's mouth. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the... The Great Tour... What a spectacular season. If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you?
Давай, рассказывай.
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the award, I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sounds. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize...
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan...
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to...
Is the calendar...
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
Did you know...
Yeah.
But why was he here?
Oh... A murder.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder?
And what about the...
No idea yet.
Right.
Yes, must have been.
Please, go on.
He said this morning that he was alone at his desk. But...
You mean that the statue might...
Так, ну это мы все уже слышали.
You're still here.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Ничего, толку тебе ноль.
Scratches on the stone.
Идет на свое место. Этот запускает стрелу. Нет. Этот тормоз. Нет, все правильно. Этот запускает стрелу. Этот дохнет. Который убегает. О, а там-то что за чувак? Так, ладно. А, я походу понял.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Чувачок и есть убийца, скорее всего.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Only club members have access.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
What did the...
Выйти нельзя. Чё он если просит F? Может реально все вот так? Это типа выходит. Этот подходит. Стреляет этот умирает, этот убегает.
No, it wasn't like that.
Ну ладно, этот идет, этот стреляет, этот падает, подходит этот, нет, стоп, падает, подходит этот убежал. Так что ли?
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Well, Holmes,
my conclusions are... I would...
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Where is this inspector?
Bobby, they will find the
Where is this inspector?
Oh, yeah.
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
Calm down, dear.
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
Calm down, dear.
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Money was left inside the wallet. An ordinary pencil.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
О, нифига, картотека. Так, кто там из знакомых есть? Вот первый ряд, вот этот чувак. На Овечкина похож.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
О, сейчас будем труп смотреть. Интересно, можно будет его тут резать, нет? Где глаз у него?
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach.
Ух ты. насквозь.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon... These scars are old.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Я же смотрел его. Ты дело знахарь. Вещи еще надо. А вещи смотрели ведь. Что тут что-то не увидели? Что-то на спине не увидели, походу. О, нет. И... Ну, вроде все тут. Типа тут что-то не сделано. Вроде все посмотрено. Да, все.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Нет, не готов, дай пройти.
There's no need to disturb us. There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
Что-то в вещах, значит, не увидели. Вроде все.
I'm always ready to help.
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
О, теперь можно за забор зайти. Или нельзя? Нельзя.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Смотрите, дело так длинно. Смотрел же уже. Что там еще досмотреть?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Короче, в теле все равно там не увидели. Нет, все. зеленый.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time.
Тоже зеленый. Где его одежда, интересно?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. Red eye.
These scars are wrong.
Red eye. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
An order. Tissot watch. This money was left inside the wallet.
Походу на вот это надо искать, дорогая. Заблокирован.
Tissot watch. Swiss. 18.
Ладно, будем разбираться на следующем стриме. Что тут да как тут. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. Еще увидимся. Доброй ночи.